Hello everyone, welcome back to another WHISK video. Today we're making udon veggie stir fried for National Noodle Day. First and foremost, here are the ingredients. You will need a package of frozen udon, fresh works too if you have that at home. Then you'll need a yellow onion, zucchini, red bell pepper, green onions, and mushrooms. This is optional, but if you like a bit of a kick and spiciness, I would recommend using the red pepper paste gochujang. You will also need garlic salt or salt and crushed black pepper, and these will be all the ingredients that are needed. Before you wash your ingredients, use a medium-sized saucepan to boil water for the udon. Place it on the stove on high heat till the water starts boiling. Then make sure to thoroughly wash each ingredient with cold water. I use the strainer to keep everything in one place to make things easier. Now use a cutting board and a large knife to cut all your vegetables evenly. To cut mushrooms, place them upside down and cut them into slices. Be careful while cutting them. For the zucchini, I like them in slices too. So I'm using a leftover zucchini, so I make sure to cut the ends of the zucchini, slice them into halves and line them back together to cut them into smaller slices. This will make it a lot easier to cook faster. As you can see, I'm cutting them into quarter-sized pieces. This will make it bite-sized and easy for it to cook like mentioned before. Next is the yellow onion. We will only need 1/4 of the onion, so make sure you remove all the skin from the onion or some of it and cut it into thin slices as so. Be careful while cutting onions as it could make your eyes a bit watery. As you can see, I placed the onion flat on the board and cutting them into thin slices. As you cut them into slices, it will help them disperse the layers it has. Next up is the red bell pepper. I have a small red bell pepper here, and if you prefer another one, you can also go by that. Make sure you cut off the stems and some of the bottom if necessary. Cut it into a half and then remove the seeds and also slice them into bite-sized strips. You can cut it however you want, but I prefer to cut it into strips so when you stir fry it also, it is very easy for it to cook. Lastly, we have the green onions, which will enhance flavoring and aroma. Slice off the ends and make sure to cut them into halves and then into quarters afterwards. Place all your ingredients to the side for now. Once your water starts boiling, place your frozen udon into the water. You will only need to boil the udon on high for less than a minute, just enough for it to be tender and completely dislocated from the other noodles. If you have chopsticks, it makes it easier to separate the noodles. If you do not have any chopsticks, you can also use a fork. Make sure you use the chopsticks to spread out the noodles so they're all evenly cooked. Once the noodles are done, which will take around less than 1 minute, have a strainer ready and drain out the water. Make sure to rinse it with some cold water. This is because it will make the noodles stop cooking any further since we will be stir frying them later with all the other ingredients. Place a large pan over the stove on high heat. We want to make sure it's on high so we prevent it to become soggy if we have a lesser heat. So I have here is some sesame oil and olive oil. I like to use both because sesame oil makes the flavors have a nice toast and olive oil is to make the flavors come together. Once the pan is hot, place at least a tablespoon each oil to the pan and make sure to coat the pan evenly with the oils. While it is still on high heat, the first vegetables to be put on the pan are the onions and red peppers. I prefer to put them first because it becomes more caramelized and softer throughout the cooking process. At this point, lower the heat to medium to high and stir fry the vegetables in the pan for a minute. Place the zucchini next and also give it a nice stir with a spatula or some chopsticks. Make sure to cook the zucchini around 1 to 2 minutes on medium to high heat. Afterwards, place the remaining vegetables such as the green onions and mushrooms. Make sure you stir fry these all together to incorporate all the flavors. Make sure to place salt and pepper. If you're going to place the red pepper paste, I would recommend to put less since it has flavoring. However, if not, I will put a teaspoon of salt and pepper to your vegetables. At this point, make sure you have your stove back on high heat and incorporate each ingredient and seasoning. Give it a good stir till the vegetables are to your liking. Once you have incorporated all the vegetables in the seasoning, make sure to create a little well in the middle of the pan and put a tiny bit of sesame oil and place the cold udon. Be careful for any oil splattering everywhere. Make sure to combine all the vegetables and udon together on high heat until it's your liking. As you can see here, I am mixing all the vegetables and udon together to make sure it is incorporated all into one. The stirring will also prevent the udon from sticking from the pan and to prevent any of the vegetables from burning. If you prefer some spiciness, I place a tablespoon of gochujang in the pan. Gochujang is a Korean red pepper paste. Make sure to combine everything thoroughly because the paste is pretty thick itself. Turn off your stove and here you go, Udon Veggie Stir Fry. The red pepper paste makes the colors beautiful and everything come together. This recipe is great for 2 people and super simple to make. You can customize it however you want with your vegetables and flavoring levels. Thank you so much for watching and happy National Noodle Day. Please check out the WHISK website to check out for more recipes and further future events. Thank you!